790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. It was nice to see the sun a little bit earlier. It looks like, though, cloud cover is pretty much going to be it for the remainder of the day today. The further north you get, the better chance of seeing some sun. Southern Michigan also was looking at a little bit of sunshine, and, of course, northern Michigan. Upper Peninsula looking at plenty of sun as well, but things have really clouded up. We do have a frontal system that has been working its way down through the lower peninsula. And right now, there seems to be a strip, a finger-like strip, running right directly from west to east of some light precipitation. The west central sections of the lower peninsula, starting at Lake Michigan and cutting right straight across into Michigan's upper thumb. So just a little fingerling of precip there. Everybody else looking at mostly cloudy skies. Currently, we have 50 degrees at the airport, 53 here at Radio Center, 48 downtown Midland. Bay City is looking at 52. We should warm up a little bit more before the day is all done. Then tonight, things are going to clear right off, and we'll be looking at a low of right around 33. And then we'll see some clouds move in, but then some clearing off once again. Tomorrow we'll have a little bit better chance of seeing sun for a larger part of the day, but then the clouds once again will be moving in late, and we'll keep our eye on another low pressure system, which is currently in the central part of the continental United States. The low that's affecting our weather right now is well up in Canada. It's quite a bit to the east of the Great Lakes, up in eastern Ontario province, and the front that's tailing it is sliding down through the lower peninsula, and it'll take up residents right along the corridor there, the I-94 Michigan border area, before it begins to work its way up. It's going to take a couple of days for that to happen, and that's what's going to happen when the low pressure system in the central part of the country, actually southern sections down by Oklahoma, when that begins to move, and that will be moving up north and northeasterly to the west of Michigan. So we're going to be on the east side of it, the warm side of it. And it looks right now as though we're not going to see the turbulence out of that system, at least right now anyway, that the central part of the country and especially the northern plains is going to be seeing. And we'll talk about that in just a second. For those of you that remember a year ago, it was kind of warm a year ago. As a matter of fact, from the period of November the 7th through November the 10th, we had record high temperatures a year ago. Our record high on this date, 77, and that was set a year ago. We were seeing mid-70s throughout that period of time from the 7th through the 10th. The other thing which kind of went along with the warmer daytime temperatures was the warmer nighttime temperatures. A couple of days in a row, today being one of them, we tied the record minimum temperature at night, 56 degrees. That was set all the way back in 1931, and we tied it a year ago on this day at 56. So at night, it was very summer-like. Matter of fact, the day, 77 was our high and 56 was our low a year ago today. And tomorrow, pretty much the same thing. Very unusual to see that kind of weather this time of the year. And again, it was back in 1931. That was the last time that we had seen a temperature that warm at night for this time of the year. So what are we looking at right now? Low pressure over southern Illinois. It'll be scooting all across through the Ohio River Basin, wind up in New York State by tonight. So this thing is really moving along. The best chance of any measurable amount of precipitation, other than what we're seeing right now, is this line of light precipitation is going to be right in southeast Michigan later on this afternoon and tonight, as that low very rapidly moves off to the east. High pressure over Wisconsin is going to pretty much dominate our weather as we move through the afternoon and into the evening hours. And that's what's going to clear things off. And that's what's going to bring us sun for a good part of the day tomorrow. We're looking at 55 degrees for a high tomorrow. Clouds will be moving in real late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night as that low moves into Minnesota during the day on Thursday. So on Thursday, we're going to see a pretty good chance of seeing some showers later in the day on Thursday. So we've still got a window here of precipitation-free or very light precipitation to take us through the day today, overnight tonight, and during the day tomorrow. And quite frankly, I think for at least half of the day on Thursday before that low really starts to crank up over Minnesota. Blizzard conditions are in the forecast for the Dakotas. It also looks like Minnesota is going to see some pretty nasty weather too. That's during the day on Thursday. Friday, as that low pressure system moves up into Canada, that's when we're going to be seeing a cool down here. Our high temperature for the day on Friday will be right after midnight on Thursday night. We'll be dropping down through the 40s Friday night with a pretty good chance of seeing some snow shower activity around 32 on Friday night. Saturday and Sunday, we're going to struggle to get above 40 degrees. Afternoon showers on Saturday, snow showers on Sunday, and then on Monday with a temperature right around 40, we're going to see a little bit of precipitation. We could see some snow shower or some icing conditions either Sunday night or during the day on Monday. So it's a little ways off, but that's what we're looking at as of right now. Old Man Winter is going to try to move in and give us a little bit of a taste. Normal for this time of the year, high temperature 49. The normal low is 34. Sun will be setting this evening at 5:17, and it'll be dark early. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:24. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. We'll take a look at the market, see what's going on with Rick Hollister at the Andersons. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farmers, have you received assistance through WIP Plus? Well, if you have, you must purchase crop insurance at 60% level or higher if the crop paid under WIP Plus for the first 2 available consecutive years after the applicable crop year, but no later than 2022 and 2023. For more information, it really sounds kind of hairy a little bit. Might be a really good idea to get a hold of Kyle Byron at Wiki Crop Insurance of Chesaning, 989-284-9975 to discover more about the crop insurance products that are available. Wiki Crop Insurance in Chesaning, an equal opportunity provider. Again, that number is 989-284-9975 if you've received assistance through WIP Plus. We say good morning to Rick Hollister. Rick, good morning. What's going on today?
Good morning, Terry. We started corn and soybean wheat markets just fuzz higher this morning after the last couple of days sell-off. Not able to hang on to it. At the moment, corn's down 3 for the day. Beans are down 6. The wheat market's kind of choppy. A minute ago, it was up 2 or 3. Now it's back down, trying to be down a penny. So kind of chopping around here ahead of our big monthly supply and demand report from the USDA here in just a few minutes at high noon. So people are trying to position themselves in that futures market. And, we just keep getting reports from Brazil that their soybean plantings are way ahead of normal, even 60 to 70% done, and in absolutely ideal conditions is what's being touted down there so far. And I think it's really interesting telling this week that our energy markets have recovered. Crude oil has been up the last 2 or 3 days. Gasoline markets up 2 or 3 days. Corn and soybeans were able to follow 2 weeks ago, follow that rally higher in the energy markets. The last couple of days, they have not. So I think it's getting past this report, maybe what we're kind of waiting for. But boy, there are some high estimates of soybean ending stocks here going into this report. On average, we're expecting an increase last month from 320 million USDA estimated for the ending stocks for this year, up to 362 million is the private trade estimates on average. But you see some guesses for bean ending stocks well over 400 million bushels, 450 even on the high side. So Terry, if we come in at that kind of a pace, I'm afraid soybeans aren't going to like that very well price wise. So not expecting a lot of big changes on corn. So if we get any surprises from last month's estimates, it could push the corn market either way. But that's pretty much what we're up to here, is just winding into this crop report.
So what do we have on the board right now, Rick?
So at Hemlock at this moment, we are at 498 for corn for November here. So we've slipped just below the $5 mark. New crop for next year at 485. Old crop soybeans down to 1128 at the moment. Next year, new crop at 1138. Old crop red wheat 716. The new crop red at 731. Old crop white wheat is also 716. New crop for next summer white wheat at 736.
We got to get something here going so these soybeans turn around.
Yeah, I'm just afraid it doesn't feel like we're going to need much of incentive to plant more here in the U.S. next year. So that's the speculation.
Yeah, that's the way it's going to shake out, I'm afraid. Incidentally, just real quick, talking about planting, are we pretty much done as far as wheat planting goes? I'm hearing a few individuals that are socking some wheat in right now. What have you heard?
Yeah, I think the topsoil is just at that point where guys can get a little more planted. Yesterday and today, with a little bit of sun on it, dried it off enough. But I did not see in my drive around here in the neighborhood, I did not see much ground being worked up to plant wheat. And I've talked to several guys that are already taking that prevented planted and not going to try and go forward. So kind of a mixed bag. I think we're well less than half of our winter wheat intentions that got planted right in this local area here. Around the state, we're far better than that. 70 to 80% of it, the intentions got planted. I'm hearing over in Ontario, 80 to 90% of what was intended did get planted. But so the worst of it seems to be like in this Hemlock to Auburn neighborhood, which is usually a pretty big wheat area, Terry. That's way behind on wheat acres at this point.
Rick, thanks a lot for your input. I really appreciate it. Have a good one, okay?
Yeah, you too. Have a great day.
Will do. A little bit more as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Hudson Inc., formerly Bader & Sons and D&G Equipment. Did you know that 94% of in-season field repairs are on machines that were not inspected? Ag equipment inspections are going on right now at Hudson. For an upfront, honest service quote, just get a hold of them today at any of the locations. HudsonInc.com. And by the folks at Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors. That's what it's all about. Hey, give them a shot. I got a funny feeling they'll have that part for you. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. Doug, what have you got?
Well, wholesale inflation came in today at like 8.6% year over year. That's the number they use. We all know the number's a lot higher than that if they actually looked at things that mattered. So tomorrow we get consumer price index, consumer inflation, and that number should be pretty ugly. So, we got the Fed trying to talk the hysteria down on that, but I don't know. We'll see what the fallout of that's going to be. But anyway, crude oil and the energy prices are higher today. The forecasters said that demand is higher. I don't know what that report cost the oil industry, to have that in their favor so that they can jack prices up. But that seems to be working. Natural gas is getting bombed pretty good. That's down 8.5% and sitting about $5. So I looked at the chart a little bit, and possibly, maybe up to 20 or 30% more room to fall. So we'll see. That would be nice for heating this winter, but again, we'll see. Silver's the loser today too. It's down about 1.3%, and that's about it. Everybody else is under 1% as far as that goes. Other than that, so here's your numbers. The December corn is 548, down 3.5. The March corn is 557 3/4, down 3 1/4. November soybeans 1171 1/4, down 6 3/4. The March soybeans 1193 1/4, that's down 7.5. December wheat is 770 3/4, up 2 3/4, and then the March wheat is 782 1/2, up 1 1/4. Crude oil is 82.55, that's up 62 cents. Heating oil is 248.34, that's up 1.5 cents. Gasoline 234.21, that's up 2 cents. Natural gas 504 1/4, that's down 46.5 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you $1.2461 at the border. That's up 20 ticks. The yen is at 112.89, down 33 ticks. The euro is at 115.82, down 4 ticks. The dollar's at 94.11, that's up 6.5 ticks. Gold's at 1827.80, that's down 20 cents. Silver's at 24.22, down 32 1/4 cents. The platinum's at 1053.20, it's down $6.80.
All right. You have a good day, Doug.
Thanks. Yep, you too.
Talk to you again. We'll be right back with more Jerry Samolsky right after this.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment for the 2022 season? If so, now is the best time to lock in the best pricing for model year 2022 New Holland equipment. New Holland's pre-sale programs are going on now at Ellen's Equipment. Plan ahead and let Ellen's Equipment help you lock in the savings on next season's tractors, combines, sprayers, balers, and forage harvesters. Call or stop by Ellen's Equipment in McBain, Ithaca, or Beale City today to take advantage of the lowest pricing of the year on your New Holland equipment for 2022.
Jerry Samolsky joining me right now over at Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Once again, got a lot of work done yesterday, Jerry.
Yeah, too bad we've got this rain coming today, Terry. We were hoping we get another day in without it, but hoping and wishing, right? Doesn't get us very far.
Not very.
Nope. Terry, again, I just want to implore people now that we've getting close to this leaves falling. Leaves are late this year. Please think about mulching those leaves up. This raking thing is just a lot of energy and a lot of effort, and it just doesn't need to be done. Your lawn will like it. Now, granted, it is a little less sightly when you've got some mowed up leaves that are sitting on top, but I've yet to find an instance where there's too many leaves. Unless your yard is 6 inches of leaves on the whole yard, it might be a problem. But if you've got drifts, you can blow that stuff around, chew it up. It is so much more efficient for you, and the lawn loves it. It doesn't build thatch. It's good for the lawn.
All right.
Again, mulch those leaves up, please, Terry.
Okay. I'm all about saving energy.
There you go.
All right.
Labor. That's always good.
Hey, that's always good. Jerry Samolsky, thank you very much. Joining me right now, I've got Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Craig, a lot of things to talk about, but let's pick out one thing in particular. How about trailers? What do you think?
Right, Terry. There's going to be a whole lot of them probably dragged out of the barn. Maybe the dust will get blown off of them. And as long as there's air in the tires, they're headed for deer camp this weekend. So if you're one of those folks, remember trailer coverage doesn't always come from the vehicle pulling it. It depends on the size of the trailer. The only thing that's covered are typically your small utility trailers, maybe like a 2-place snowmobile trailer, and that's only for liability coverage. There still isn't physical damage that extends from the vehicle. So if you're headed north with this weekend with a trailer, make sure you're checking on the insurance for it too.
Good advice. Take care, Craig. Have a great day, okay?
Will do, Terry. Thank you.
Oh, you bet. We're going to take a look at the New York markets in a moment, right after these notes.
I'm Sue from Beta Seed. Thanks again for agreeing to this ride-along.
Sure.
Sugar beets are crazy. Did you know they had to be bred specifically to even become an annual? Ours have the best trait spread in, too. We grow millions of stecks a year for that.
Stacks?
Baby beet plants. Stecks are key. I could go on and on.
I bet. At Beta Seed, every seed is fueled by decades of wisdom. It's complex science, which our breeders are pretty excited about.
Hand crossing is the real magic. First,
Beta Seed, breeding confidence.
Hey, car and truck shoppers. I'm Steve Cook from the Cook GM Superstore in Vassar, and finally, I've got some great news. We actually have inventory. We actually have Chevrolet sitting on our lot. Now, don't let me exaggerate. By no means are we back to normal. Normal would be 200 or 300 Chevys and Buicks in stock. I'm talking 25 to 40 today, and that's 25 to 40 that aren't already sold. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but remember, for the past 6 months, dealers have been lucky to have 5 or 6 in stock. So here's more great news. At Cook Chevrolet Buick, you'll find Chevy Blazers with 0 down starting as low as $261 a month. You'll find Silverado Crew Cab 4-wheel drives for an amazing $315 a month. They won't last long. Get out today. That's the Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on 36-month GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $576 on Blazer, $805 on Silverado due at signing. Call toll-free or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, purchasing local soybeans, processing local beans, and marketing local Exceller meal, which is a high bypass soybean meal for your dairy herd. Quality Roasting of Reese offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. So give them a quote we'll give them a call for a quote today. Doug Adams sitting in today over at Baird & Company. Doug, what's going on in New York right now?
Well, the markets are down today after coming off a 4-day winning streak. So the Dow Jones Industrial Averages are at 36,671, down 217 on volume of about 386 million shares. The NASDAQ is reporting in at 15,892, down 89 points on volume of 553 millions. And of course, stocks of local interest, Caterpillar is at 209.36, down 4.89. Deere is trading at 353.55, down 7.54. Consumers Energy is at 60.08, up 51 cents. Dow Chemical at 58.92, up 35 cents. DuPont at trading at 80.41, up 89 cents. And Corteva at 47.34, plus 80 cents. General Motors at 58.08, down $1.51. Trinsico at 54.91, up 7 cents. Walmart at $148.96, down 31 cents. And Home Depot at $369.63, up $1.04. Huntington Bank at $15.81, down 11 cents. And lastly, AT&T trading at $24.59, down 28 cents.
Doug Adams, thank you very much. You have a great day, all righty?
This season, there's a new choice for your fields. Zetavo soybean seed, designed with triple stacked Enlist E3 technology for weed control flexibility. Supported by a dedicated team of BASF agronomic experts. Protected by the versatile BASF soybean crop protection portfolio. Zetavo soybean seed, stacked in your favor. Zetavo from MS Technologies, distributed exclusively by BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
What's going on with your sprayer?
I let my son drive. I got sick of spraying beets myself. Can you fix it?
I can fix anything. But why all the spraying?
Cercospora, it's awful.
You still aggressively spraying? You should plant CR Plus seed instead. It's a new trait from KWS that's Cercospora tolerant. It's bred right in.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's remarkable.
How do you know about that?
I told you. I can fix anything, even your sugar beet fields. KWS CR Plus trait is licensed to Beta Seed and Crystal Brand Seed.
Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City.